AIO, my mom voted for Trump, so I shut off their internet. She entered the US illegally and didn't become a citizen until a few years ago. She also entered with a young illegal child, me. We lived in a few different shelters for the first few years of my childhood, and when I went to school, I was a beneficiary of free lunch at school. My little brother also currently receives free lunch at school. We have a decent life now. I'm a grown adult and live out of the home, and she has remarried, but it baffles me that she would vote for someone like that considering her own past, let alone the healthcare rights of her two daughters. When I asked her why she voted that way, she said the border, the absolute hypocrisy left me speechless. Oh, and that someone told her he was an upstanding guy. So I told her that if she wanted to vote for someone who lacked empathy and believed everyone should pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, then she should do the same, and that I would no longer be paying for their internet, so they would need to figure it out. And then I shut it off. So anyway, did I overreact? I have it paused currently, but I'll likely cancel it once I can get someone on the phone. Edit, y'all, it's literally just internet. If she has the finances to be a Trump supporter, I'm sure she can afford her own internet, lol. Some of top comments. Commenter 1. So your mom used all the resources available to her and then decided, nah, I'm the only one who deserves help. You can't pull the ladder up behind you when others left it for all to use. Commenter 2, cancel it. She should support herself fully since she thinks that other people should too. I can't stand when people want to pull the ladder up behind them. Paying her internet is technically socialism, and since she hates socialism that so much, canceling it with that explanation is not wrong. Commenter 3, the larger point that some people are missing is that her mother is exactly the type of person Trump and his supporters detest. They think they are subhuman. She came here illegally, used public resources to survive, and now that she is in a comfortable place, supports the forced deportation of others like her, supported by a large group of nationalist extremists who believe only white people born on US soil are deemed worthy of citizenship in their country. It is perfectly reasonable for her daughter to show her disagreement with her mother's choice by not offering her financial support, particularly of a tool that her mother likely used to inform her vote for Trump. Indeed, this is a relatively mild reboot. I would consider going no or low contact for a while. Her mother was obviously not thinking about her daughters when she voted. Why should she now expect her daughters to think about her, especially when their basic human rights as women are at risk? Commenter 4, of course you didn't. Your mother is another who wants to pull the ladder up behind her. It was okay that she was able to get in and become a citizen, but no one else should be able to. Personally, I would go and see. And it was okay for your mom to stay in shelters and get you free school lunches. Cancel that damned internet. Commenter 5, my stepmother, illegal from Colombia, finally married my dad, then got citizenship, votes Trump. I just can't. My mill is a legal immigrant from Colombia who votes for whoever her GQP husband wants her to vote for. It disgusts me, like, why are you voting for the people who don't want you here? Commenter 6, political mindset, my party respects the decisions of other people. Political actions, if you don't agree with me, you deserve to be punished. This is where we end up when we no longer think of the middle ground. Commenter 7, it's your money, so do what you want, but punishing someone for not voting that way you want is extremely dickish and no better than the claims against the other side. Commenter 8, your mom risked her life to enter this country and to give you a better life, and you are punishing her because you have different opinions on politics and are telling her to pull herself up by her bootstraps. Am I missing something? OP is not punishing her mother because they have different political opinions. OP decided to no longer subsidize internet for someone who finds socialism and subsidies meant to help people distasteful. By no longer paying for the internet, OP is allowing her mother to live according to her principles.
Story 2, my friend found my husband on Tinder. I 29F and my husband 38M are expecting our first baby, and I am 30 weeks pregnant. My coworker, who is also a good friend, approached me at work asking, Does your husband have a brother that looks just like him? I said, yeah, he does. Why? Then she asked, is his name John? To which I replied, no, it's not actually. Then she explained that she was scrolling Tinder and came across this profile that looks just like my husband. She showed me the screenshots and I was so shocked to see that my husband is currently on Tinder and using a fake name of John. Now, some backstory. We actually met on Tinder and he used the same photos for this profile as he did when I came across his profile, and also the same biography. We met 8 years ago. I was out of town working, about 100 miles. My friend has her Tinder set to the farthest distance radius possible when I found out this information. My theory now is he must use Tinder to try and hook up with women while I'm away as I go out of town for work for a couple of days on a regular basis. Either that or this is a one-off thing. Because his Tinder hasn't changed since I met him on there, I am worried he's had Tinder on and off our whole relationship. Am I overreacting? Should I blow up our whole lives and marriage with a baby on the way? I haven't yet approached him about this because I don't know the best way to go about it. But I have screenshots and everything, and now that I'm back home I've been distant and he keeps asking what is wrong. Some of OOP comments. Commenter 1. Girl, I would make a fake profile and match with him. Then see what he's doing on there, or have a friend do it. I think you already know what he's on there for, but if you want legit proof, go get it. I fear he will try to gaslight you and lie about what he's doing. OOP, this is a really good idea. I don't know if I have the patience * to wait that long. I do not have a good poker face or acting skills. This is exactly what I did and how I caught my boyfriend cheating. He matched and messaged my fake profile in like 2.5 seconds flat. What a fucking idiot. Cheaters are low-life dummies that lack emotional intelligence. If he's cheating, it won't be hard to catch him. But definitely set the trap first, so that he can't try and lie his way out of it. Commenter 2. This doesn't get better. So, let's say you sit down and have a long talk with him. He actually comes clean and admits he still uses Tinder. Will you believe him if he says he's not met anyone off there? Or maybe just one person? Is that believable? Or would you still have doubts? I know I not trust that I'd be able to get over this. I'd not believe what he told me after confronting him. And I'd not trust that I didn't have some horrible STI I need to worrying about now passing to my child. He didn't care about your or his kiddo when he did this. I don't see how we'd recover. OOP, yes, I've had the same thoughts. Very shocked he's put our baby at risk like this. And chance ruining our family before it can even begin. Commenter 3. Tell him your coworker very recently matched with him and see what he has to say for himself. If he denies it, ask to see his phone immediately before he has any chance to delete anything. Also, you need an STD panel. The health of you and your baby are of the utmost importance. OOP, yes, I think I will get one. I had the same thought. Funny, at my last appointment I was asked if I wanted one. My husband was with me. I said no, I wouldn't need one and looked at him. Damn, I am so mad. Good call on demanding to look at his phone right then. Commenter 4. Yes, blow up your life. By cheating on you, he could be exposing you and your baby to diseases. That's extremely dangerous, especially for the baby. Seriously consider this point. Anyone that will do that to his pregnant wife is not a good guy. OOP, I had the same thought. Like, what if he brought home an STD while I'm pregnant? I am fuming mad about this. You should be mad. Honestly, for me, this is divorce territory. He has lied by omission, cheated on you, and exposed you and your baby to possible diseases. Also, he risks getting another woman pregnant. See a lawyer. Commenter 5. I haven't used Tinder, but is there a way to find out when he was last active? OOP, yes. Above his name it said active. She was able to click on it and see that he was active on Tinder while she was currently scrolling. If I were in your case, I would blow up our lives. It will be over. What is supposed to be a shared joyous celebration, you being pregnant, is now tainted. Do you really want to raise your child with him? If you forgive him, will you be able to trust him? Whether you stay with him or not, you need to address this. Just bear in mind, once cheaters get caught, they get better at hiding. OOP, I know, I'm worried about this. Things had been so good recently too. I'm so stunned to discover this. I really am dreading the idea of being a single parent right from the rip. I can barely stand the thought of it. Update: my friend found my husband on Tinder. I confronted my husband with the news that my friend found his Tinder profile. Many of you have wondered if it's the old account from 8 years that he just never deleted. To this I know for a fact it is not. Reasons: 1. I went back through my old photos and found the screenshots I took of his profile 8 years ago, and it turns out it's not the exact same. Some photos are the same, particularly the first one, so it made me think it was the same profile. Also, the caption is slightly different, the difference of a single emoji. 2. The name change to John. 3. The updated selections such as dream job, lifestyle selections, and interests. These all had selections with things that sound like him. These sections are new from when I used Tinder 8 years ago. 4. Above his name and age section on the first picture you come across while swiping Tinder, it says active. I have seen many of you comment and also read online that this means he has been using the account in some capacity recently, as in at least the last 2 weeks. Haven't been able to nail down an actual time frame. 5. People are also saying Tinder will not recommend profiles of people who are not using the app. They kind of just remove dormant users from the algorithm. 6. He is attractive enough to have someone want to use his photos, but reason 1 also rules out the catfishing theory. 2 of the photos are different from the 8 years ago profile, although still old, and I've seen them before, so this is why I believed it was the same. No one would have access to them. He doesn't have social media. I decided I would just talk to him rather than put myself through the stress of trying to catch him on a date, if you like pina colada style. Being pregnant, I'm really trying to stay calm and as low stress as possible for the health of my baby. Plus, tricking, trapping in relationships just isn't my style. In my mind, he's already caught. The reasons I listed above are enough proof for me. So as many of you and myself predicted, he has resorted to gaslighting and lying. He vehemently denies that he has been using Tinder, meeting other women, or that he has had sex with anyone else, yet offers no explanation for the presence of this Tinder profile. He implores me to think logically about when he could do this, as he's home with me every night, which is true, but I had to remind him I leave him home alone for at least couple of days per month. He insists that he loves me and is excited for our baby, etc., but when I asked to see his phone, he refused, saying I don't want to be that couple who looks through each other's phone. I told him, given this situation, if you won't let me check your phone, then I cannot trust or believe you, and will have to assume the worst. In my mind, we had been very happy and content recently. Things have just felt good. This just goes to show you never really know a person. I believe there must be something deeply wrong with him or our relationship to want to cheat, especially at this happy time. I've moved into the guest bedroom for now, while I plan my next move. Yes, I will be getting an STD check. Thank you all for the advice, support, and kind words. It's instilled a sense of confidence in me to handle this.